President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump paid their respects to the late President George H.W. Bush tonight in the nation's capital. The 45th president and his wife stood in front of the casket for a few moments, briefly closed their eyes, and then President Trump saluted as Melania Trump placed her hand over her heart. Mola Lenghi is in the Capitol, where family and political leaders continue to pay tribute today.
President George Herbert Walker Bush loved his family, and he served his country. His example will always inspire.
A vice president, members of Congress, family, friends, all gathered together on Capitol Hill to mourn with the nation in remembrance of President George H.W. Bush. This arrival ceremony is the first of several planned to honor his life and service to the country.
President Bush personified grace. His character was second to none.
President George W. Bush and First Lady Laura Bush sorrowfully watched as speeches praised the elder Bush's military heroism, selfless public service, and love of family, especially his wife, First Lady Barbara Bush, who preceded him in death earlier this year.
A great love story began at that Christmas dance when George Bush met Barbara Pierce.
The 41st president will lie in state here on Capitol Hill until Wednesday morning. Later Wednesday, a funeral service will be held at the National Cathedral. President George W. Bush is expected to eulogize his father at that service. Another funeral service will be held for Mr. Bush Thursday in Houston, Texas, followed by a private burial at his presidential library on the campus of Texas A&M University.
President Trump will attend the Washington funeral service for President Bush. Trump has declared Wednesday a national day of mourning with all federal offices closed. One Bison football player won't be on the field come this Saturday. Who that is later in sports. Up next, what happens after laser brain surgery, how a U of M doctor is helping patients.
Donate to the Emergency Room Patient Supply Closet at Essentia Health today.
You're watching Valley News Live on KBLY, your hometown NBC station.
If your heating system is more than 15 years old, that old furnace may be draining your bank account. At Precision, our signature heating systems will improve your efficiency and come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty.
That means if anything goes wrong with your heating system, it costs you nothing. We believe in it so much, we put our name on it.
Now for a limited time, get 0% financing for well-qualified buyers.
Make the right decision. Call Precision.
We're having a sales event. It's a big deal, but we're not going to scream about it. Because when you're the brand with the highest owner loyalty and have the most J.D. Power IQS awards, there's really nothing left to say. Except, when are you coming in? Ford, built for the holidays.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months or over $9,000 in total savings on F-150. Visit your local Northland Ford dealer today.
Here's to the givers, the makers of smiles, igniters of dreams, who give of themselves unto others, who embody the true spirit of the season. With gifts of hope, compassion, and time, here's to the givers who give from the heart and make Christmas magic. Merry Christmas from Shields.
You've got a job to do, getting something fixed, rebuilt, unstuck. So get what you need at Max Hardware. Like you, we know what's what. Tough tools, bulk hardware, and parts that don't waste your time and money. We'll help you get it and get back to it. Hey, you like wasting time? That's not Max. But if you've got work to do, let us give you a hand. We're not just another hardware store. We're Max.
Donate to the Emergency Room Patient Supply Closet at Essentia Health today. Last week, Fallon was rocking. This week, there's Saoirse Ronan, Jason Momoa, and Ice Cube. And tonight, Margot Robbie and Hootie and the Blowfish. New Tonight Show. Then Seth is back with Michael Douglas. New tonight.
A doctor at the University of Minnesota is digging deeper into what happens to a patient after surgery for a brain tumor. Dr. Clark Chen brought a breakthrough laser surgery to the university last year. Now, the same neurosurgeon wants to go beyond the patient surviving and find out how they're living. In June, Chen performed an MRI-guided laser ablation surgery.
We could actually make a small incision the size of the tip of a pencil, and we insert a laser probe into the abnormality, and we use the laser to destroy the tumor.
Patients who enroll in his trial will answer questions related to physical well-being, social and family well-being, along with emotional and functional well-being. Dr. Chen says that their answers can help future patients. It could take another 3 to 5 years to complete. Our willpower during this time of year is often tested. We're surrounded with homemade treats and parties where big meals and drinks are served. It means many of you are already thinking about setting a New Year's resolution or two. Always at the top of the list, of course, eating better and getting more exercise. Corey Heppola has guidelines to follow to find that gym that fits you.
All right, first thing, and it sounds simple, but what activities do you like to do?
Getting in shape, if you haven't been working out regularly, is like quitting a really bad habit.
It's tough. So Kevin Brasser with the Twin Cities Consumer Checkbook has a 5-point game plan for the gym and how to stick with it. 1, figure out what you like to do. Run, lift weights, swim, yoga, basketball, or CrossFit. 2, think about a convenient spot, someplace that you don't have to drive 20 minutes to.
The entire fitness industry really thrives on good intentions. It thrives on people saying, oh, I want to get in shape, and I think joining this gym, if I'm paying them every month, then that really will motivate me to do so.
3, weigh your options. Do you want to pay for a private gym? What about a rec center? Or maybe you just want to take certain classes, and that's all fine, just don't sign a long-term deal right away.
No matter what you think you want to do, make sure you try out the place you're thinking about joining, or try out the classes you're thinking about taking, even try out the recreation center you're thinking about using.
4, compare prices of the different options, and find out the rules for canceling a membership. And finally, 5, make sure to check your health insurance.
A lot of health insurance plans here in Minnesota will reimburse your costs for gym memberships if you go often enough.
And of course, it helps to have a workout buddy to help keep you accountable. Be sure to download the Valley News Live News app. You'll get breaking news alerts, school closings, the latest weather and headlines. The best part of it, it's all for free. Just search VNL News in the App Store or Google Play Marketplace. It's this time of year when you really want everybody on the roster that you can.
Yeah, absolutely. Some news today for the Bison as they say goodbye to a wide receiver. We've got those details coming up next.